Welcome to Echoes and Wings Africa channel, where we strengthen love, faith, and roots in just a few minutes. We help couples to rediscover balance in love, parenting, and career growth. We share practical tips and wisdom to help your family stay rooted in strong values to achieve your dreams. In the green hilly outskirts of Nakuru, there lived a couple named Daniel and Ruth. For years they prayed for a child, but none came. Their home was filled with love, but also with silence, the kind that echoes when hope begins to fade. One evening, while returning from church, Ruth noticed a small boy sitting by the roadside crying. His clothes were torn and his feet dusty. Something stirred in her heart. Without saying a word, she lifted the child and brought him home. Daniel hesitated at first, unsure how the community would perceive it. But as days passed, they both began to see something miraculous. Laughter returned to their house, joy filled their mealtimes, and their prayers changed from, "Lord, give us a child," to, "Lord, help us raise this one well." In time, Daniel said, "We thought we were healing a child's pain, but truly God was healing our hearts." The story of Daniel and Ruth reminds us that adoption is not just about giving a child a home. It's about allowing God to expand our hearts. Ephesians 1:5 says, "He predestined us for adoption to sonship through Jesus Christ in accordance with His pleasure and His will." Adoption is at the very heart of God's redemptive plan. We were once lost, but He brought us into His family through Christ. There is an African proverb that says, "The child who is not embraced by the village will burn it down to feel its warmth." This proverb reminds us that love withheld creates pain, but love given, even through adoption, restores peace, purpose, and family harmony. Here are 4 key things to know about adoption and its healing effect in a couple's life and the adopted child. Number 1, adoption heals the wounds of waiting. 1 Samuel 1:27. "I prayed for this child, and the Lord has granted me what I asked of Him." Many couples struggle with the pain of waiting for conception, waiting for answers, waiting for healing. But sometimes God's answer comes in a form we don't expect. When a couple opens their heart to adoption, it transforms their waiting into purpose. Their prayers no longer revolve around what they lack, but who they can love. Through that love, the ache of barrenness becomes a story of fruitfulness. Number 2, adoption mirrors God's love story. Romans 8:15 says, "The Spirit you received brought about your adoption to sonship, and by Him we cry, Abba, Father." Every believer is a product of divine adoption. We are chosen not by blood but by grace. When a couple adopts, they mirror God's heart, choosing a child not because of DNA but because of love. In that sacred act, God teaches them what it means to love unconditionally, just as He loved us. Number 3, adoption strengthens marital unity. Ecclesiastes 4:12 says, "Though one may be overpowered, 2 can defend themselves. A cord of 3 strands is not quickly broken." Adoption often requires unity, prayer, and teamwork. It challenges couples to make decisions together, to face social judgments, and to grow in emotional resilience. As they raise the child together, they rediscover the beauty of partnership. Where there was once pain or blame, there now grows purpose and shared vision. The child becomes a bridge connecting their hearts again through love and mission. Number 4, adoption fulfills God's kingdom purpose. James 1:27 says, "Religion that God our Father accepts as pure and faultless is this, to look after orphans and widows in their distress." Adoption is not just a family decision, it's a kingdom mission. Every time a couple adopts, heaven rejoices because another life is redeemed from despair into destiny. In adopting, a couple steps into God's story of restoration, where broken families are mended and lost dreams are reborn. It's not just the child who is adopted, the couple too is adopted into a deeper walk with God's heart of compassion. Here is an activity for you. Take a deep breath. Picture a child, maybe one in your community, your church, or an orphanage who needs love and care. Now pray silently, "Lord, give us a heart like yours, to love the forgotten, to welcome the lonely, and to heal through giving." Whether you adopt physically or emotionally, you begin to reflect God's love. You might not adopt a child into your home, but you can adopt one into your prayers, your mentorship, or your generosity. My friend, when Daniel and Ruth opened their home to that little boy, God opened their hearts to joy they thought was lost. Sometimes healing doesn't come through what we gain, but through whom we give love to. Adoption is God's invitation for couples to participate in His heart. A love that heals, restores, and multiplies. When you open your heart to a child, you open your home to God's healing and presence. Thank you.